welcome to this technology discussion by Royex Technologies. With over a decade of experience in website, mobile app, and e-commerce development, we are now providing insights into key questions that organizations and entrepreneurs have around these various topics. So, with me, I've got Rajib, who's the founder and part of the furniture here, and effectively providing some good insights. So today we're going to be talking about mobile app and mobile app monetization strategies that can be implemented. Now, Rajib, we always hear that there's an app for everything.
Yes.
So how are we still developing a whole lot of apps? What kind of apps are we actually developing?
There is no particular type actually so far. Whatever the customer comes up with the idea, we actually try to develop it. But still we are particular, we are not focusing too much on the game side. Normally the in-functional application, whatever is required actually day-to-day life, that's we are always developing. You can say the taxi application, e-commerce site, booking application. Suppose you have a holiday home, you need an application for that. So we are developing all those kind of sort of mobile applications.
Okay, and over the years, I mean, we've done so many applications.
Yeah.
How many apps have we actually developed over the years?
Oh, so it's a too big number. More than 100 actually, more than 100. And okay, mobile app, we are here from 2010, was established. But at the initial level, the mobile apps was not that much popular. So last 6 years around, we are purely working on the mobile application development, but more than 100 apps so far we have developed.
Fantastic. And what would you say is the key factors around the success and failures of these kind of applications, particularly looking at when organizations are wanting to monetize and find specific strategies? So what has been working around this?
Okay, so the success depends on variety of the things. Yeah, but we have seen actually lots of startup comes up. They have an idea and they have some money actually, and they comes up. They pitch us actually. Okay, look, we want to develop this kind of application. Are you able to do it or not? The idea is good. We feel okay, that's really doing good actually in the business. Okay, so what happened? So whenever they started, they developed the application. Then they found out actually to run an application they need a huge amount of money, and they don't have that much money. And there is a 40%. The company who comes to us to develop the application, they stop on that side. Mm-hmm. On the 60%, they actually trying to launch the application, but once they launch it, they are facing two things. One is actually there is no virality on the application, so it is just like a copy of one existing application. So there is nothing new. People don't like it. Mm-hmm. Another one is actually how they are earning the money. That's not the right process, because the target of the customer, what they are targeting. So how they want to spend the money and how they want to take the money from this customer is completely different. It needs to be in the same way, then it will be profitable. So we saw actually it is a very important factor that okay, how they are actually monetizing the application. So they make a huge mistake on there.
But then let's dive in a bit more deeper, right? As we say, the specific strategies are important. So how do you determine what is the most suitable strategy and what factors should be considered when it comes down to determining that strategy?
Okay, first off, actually the type of the application. What kind of application you want to develop? Just think about a text application. Yeah, the only one strategy actually that okay, they have to pay actually immediately the full amount. You can't do a installment payment. You can't do a monthly subscription fee. Right. Mm-hmm. So based on different customer, whenever they have their idea that this application will do something this part, based on that we determine actually what kind of monetization they have to do, and also the customer who actually going to pay. So that's also another important factor. Based on that we actually find it out actually what is the best way.
Mm-hmm. When you say the customer, is it are you talking like B2B, B2C? Like what?
That's also again depends on actually the mobile application. What kind of mobile application you are developing? Maximum actually we are working for the B2C, so they are actually the main the target audience of any mobile application. B2B is not that popular in the mobile application. They are actually the web-based solution is popular side. So on the B2C is again depends. On the B2C also has a different categories of the customer and different categories of the your project. So it depends.
Okay, no, fantastic. Can you give us a specific example of a certain monetization strategy that may have been particularly successful, and it's about the understanding that why did that particular strategy work so well?
Okay, so first of all, is one monetization especially is a freemium model. Okay, what does it mean? So people are downloading the application. You are giving a certain level of access for the free, so they can use it, they can browse it. They can get some experience of it, but they don't need to pay anything. Yeah, but when they want to actually get the item from you or get any services or any product from you, they have to pay. So it is in-app purchase option. So once they are download the application, there is no fee. You are not charging any money. Free you are giving. They are getting the access. They are comparing the result, and once they are going to purchase, they are doing in-app purchase. So that is a very popular model. And the good part is actually you don't need to pay any money to Google or the Apple. You don't need to pay anything, any commission. So fully you are getting the whole money. So that's another good part. So what kind of company can you use? So first of all, think about you are an e-commerce. You are a fashion industry. You want to sell a product actually, right? So very simple. You are not paying any money to download the application. You just download the application. You are going to choose the product. Once you are going to purchase it, at that time pay the money. That's a very simple in-app purchase. So that's the way actually the maximum company are doing. And we feel that this is actually the very popular one. But still there is some kind of thing here. So we can't sell only the product to the mobile application. There is the services in there, right? How do you sell the services? Services, two kinds of services there. One is actually continuously you are taking the service. And one is actually one off time you are taking the service. So think about your car. Your car need a servicing, right? You are taking it only one time. So after that, maybe you don't need that service. Yeah, so was fixing some part, not the regular servicing, fixing some parts. So you are going there. You will just selected okay, this kind of service you want to purchase, and then you just pay. But what happened? You want a book for the whole year. Every 3 months you want to do servicing for your car. That's very normal. There is an option is there actually subscription basis. So some applications are doing the subscription basis model. So what they do, instead of charging the whole money, they're charging in a monthly basis the money. At any time you can go there, you can take a service or whatever the use service if you go there, you can do it. Just think about the Netflix, how they are charged the money. They charge the money every monthly subscription basis. How many you are watching, they don't care. Unlimited. In a 30 days, whatever you can watch it, but every month they are charging the money. So this is another good model. Think about this subscription base, yeah, for the Netflix, yeah. If they're saying that okay, instead of paying you monthly, pay me for a year, the money looks actually big number. Okay, maybe Netflix is only $10 or $15. It does not look too big at the end of the year, but whenever you are paying for $100, $200 monthly subscription. Whenever you are thinking that I have to pay for yearly subscription, yearly one is too high. So we recommend the customer actually don't go for that, go for the small bit of the thing, and people can anytime cancel the subscription. So that is another important factor that you are giving the ability, means we are giving the access to the customer that okay, they know that okay, I can unsubscribe anytime. I don't need to pay anytime. After 2 months, maybe I'm not happy with this thing. I can unsubscribe it, and I don't need to pay for the whole month, whole year. So that is a good way to actually attract the customer and to monetize from them.
Do you think there's room for a combination, like a hybrid between freemium, monthly, yearly, just dependent on this kind of value proposition that you put on each of these? Like you can maybe move from one to the other.
Yeah, we do it actually. Even we are developing lots of handyman service applications. So they are actually managing your building and do some kind of whatever actually you are looking for on the building management. So they are doing it. So how they actually charge? So they come to us. Actually, the one company, they come to us and they say, okay, look, we are charging. This is a yearly fee, and they are charging actually an initial fee. So how do we actually develop the application? So we say actually, look, yearly fee looks actually a very big number. But whenever you are saying a 10,000 dirham in a year, instead of saying that, if you say 800 dirham only a month, it looks smaller. But the money was is the same money, but it looks smaller to the customer. So they can actually purchase more. So what they did actually, initially there's one setup fee is there. They're charging the setup fee, that is the in-app purchase first time, and after that every month they are charging only 800 dirham. So that's the way actually people are doing it. But okay, there is another option we are also give them. So if anyone want to pay for 1 year because they are very happy with the services, so they will get a discount of the 10%. So this is the way. So if customer want to actually pay upfront, they can do the upfront, and they are giving actually less amount of money, but it is good for the mobile apps because they are getting the whole money in upfront. They are have one customer for the whole year in the book. This is the way we are actually doing it. Yes, it's possible.
Fantastic. So as you can see, there's a multitude of different models that can be implemented, from premium to yearly to monthly, and a combination of these things. Again, as well, it's the type of customer, be it B2B, B2C, but ultimately it's understanding that particular market and how you can best implement your strategy. Now, in terms of changing the monetization strategy midway, so let's just say you've got a client that they've implemented something, but now they've released the application, and now they find there's some kind of challenge in terms of that model that they implemented.
Yeah.
What are their options, or how do they go about trying to resolve this?
Okay, it is possible. Let me give you an example of one of our customer. I'm not telling the name because it will actually make unhappy my other customers. So one educational application. So they launch it in a very standard way that okay, if anybody want to use it, they have to pay a subscription fee. So then I can watch the video, I can learn from there, and it's a very standard model. It's a very one. But once they launch it, so they have found that okay, the one is the subscription fee is really high. People are not love it, and because people are not watching any of the video, they are not getting confident that okay, they are going for the subscription or not. So what they did actually, we did two changes. First of all, if I want to actually subscribe for any specific particular tutorial video, there will be 2-3 videos will be free. So they don't need to pay any money for that. So once they watch it, they feel that okay, they're confident, or they love it, they want to go ahead, and then they can subscribe it. And also we add another ad monetization option, that is the ads. So this is another one. So you don't need to always take the money from your customer. Customer are paying the money. Sometimes you can take the money from the other way. Like whenever a person actually watching a video of you, you can show some advertisement from other company, and you can get the money from there. That's a way how you are actually getting the money, right? So that's the model you can also implement. And we did it, and that's really doing good actually. They are getting a good amount of money from the selling the ad space. Sometimes the ad is coming in a full space, sometimes inside the video it is coming, sometimes a top bar or the footer bar the video is coming. But we made it in such a way that okay, the user not be annoyed. So that's a very important factor. So we can't make the user annoyed. And this was right. And this is the way actually you can monetize it. And after running this kind of business for 6 to 7 months, we found another business model on here. So that is, if you are not showing the ad, people pay more money. So we say just like in YouTube, what they did actually. So if you don't want to see the ad, you have to pay the monthly $10 once. Then there will be no ad. You can actually can watch the YouTube video unlimited without any advertisement. And we did that implementation on that application, and that's also really doing good. Some people want to see free video, but they don't want to see the advertisement, and they actually subscribe actually because they don't want to see the advertisement, and they want only see the tutorial one, and they love it. And that's why there is another model, not to showing the ad. There is another model comes up for the monetizing the advertisement.
Got it. And that's very, very interesting that you mentioned, because I know that there's quite a few people that would say, well, they'll just go ahead with the ads, but dependent on the actual user. I've got some experience with this with kids, where you would have a particular child's sing-along song, but then you got an advert in between.
Yes.
That's going to create a problem. So then that's when
the kids start crying. Yeah, why the ad is coming up?
Exactly. So then you need to now subscribe.
Exactly.
So it's really down to the user. Now that's very, very insightful. But as we can see, what's important here is that you don't only need to look at it as a single revenue stream when identifying a particular business model for an application. When talking about the freemium models versus paid models, I think what one needs to understand is a decision needs to be made.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you look at the freemium, when you look at paid, when you look at whatever else that might exist in between, a decision needs to be made, and getting to that decision is generally tough.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the factors that an individual, company, or entrepreneur needs to look at when making that initial decision on which direction to go?
Look, there is no hard and fast rule that okay, they need to follow this way, then this is the monetization one. There is no hard and fast rule. What we do actually, whenever we are dealing with any customer, we did a kick-off meeting at initially. At that time, we try to understand actually how they want to grab the business, what is their model, and what amount of money they want to earn from here to make the business profitable. So then we just find out all the business model, all the way how to grab the money. There is some other way actually. Suppose you know that okay, the payment gateway, how they do the business. So they get a commission of your money or whatever you are transferring. Yeah, so around 2% to 3% in that range. So that money is holding on that company for 15 to 30 days. Once you are holding the money, that also comes a new business for you, because you are holding the money. That money you can use for other purpose to monetization. Yeah. So that's also another business model concept. So we don't know exactly how to do. Yeah. Whenever the customer comes up, they are saying that okay, this is the business we want to do. What is the all possible way we can monetize it, and how can we do it, and how can we make it actually more efficient for the customer also, that okay, they don't need to think twice to pay the money, but they are really eager to pay. Yeah. So based on all those things, we just in the kickoff meeting, we try to brainstorm the whole thing, and we try to suggest, okay, this is the way you have to go. But there is some certain thing in there. Suppose if you are going for the game, game is actually very one-time payment. Yeah. So whenever you are downloading the application, at that time people are paying the money. So there is a lots of option is there. There is a two version of the ad game people are launching in the market. That first version is a demo, but it is free. Once you love it, you have to download the paid version. So that's the way it's actually very popular. But now now the Microsoft and the Steam and everyone actually launching the monthly basis subscription fee. So that's once you are subscribed, you can actually download unlimited 2-3 games for a certain period of the time. So different option is available. But again, I'm telling that okay, based on what kind of application they are developing.
I think what's very clear for our viewers as well is that whilst you may have a certain model in mind, you see it from different perspectives. And that's when you speak of the kickoff meeting, I think that's where getting the different perspectives, getting the insights from those that have been exposed to the different models will enable you to maybe not only create what you initially wanted, but you can create something new from that as well.
True.
Absolutely. So lastly, I think if we talk about some strategies that one can employ for in-app purchases, subscription models, I think holistically, what would you see are some of the key strategies that can be employed in order to reach the highest level of success in the shortest period of time? Because I think that's another key challenge that businesses would have, where as you now release the application, when are you breaking even? When are you now generating your revenues?
Yeah.
So I presume, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there are some strategies that can give you a shorter term result and some strategies that can give you a longer term result.
Yeah.
What is your perspectives on this?
Yeah, so in-app purchase and subscription is a short term result. So if you want to get a success immediately and to want your revenue to go in a break-even point, in-app purchase and subscription, that's definitely important. Subscription is a good in one sense that one customer is subscribed, he is actually paying the money for the whole year. Every month they are paying, right? So you know exactly after 1 year how much actually you can expect, or next month how much you are expecting from the whole business. So that's the important part. And other monetization, what the other process is there, but that is actually comes in the long run and just take time. Suppose you need a huge amount of traffic to get a good number of money from the ad, right? And ad stock, whatever we mentioned. So that is coming actually whenever you have a good number of traffic. But that's the first one. In-app purchase and subscription, that's very important for to get quick money.
Okay, no, fantastic. I think at this point in time, if we look at holistically monetizing mobile applications, there's many different factors to consider, from the type of model to the type of client, as well as how you want to look at the short-term results versus the longer-term results, and it coincides with the different plans that you would have to release it into the market as well. So this has been very, very insightful, and I think I'd really encourage the viewers to comment if there's any further questions. We'll definitely try and tackle a number of questions in the upcoming discussions. And thanks for watching. It's been very, very informative. Rajib, thanks so much for your insights. Really appreciate it.
Thank you everyone.